Because the times.
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. I'm doing something I felt by myself. Mama called me drama and I wanted to leave a better blue. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be, is Doja Cat too weird to be canceled? Is she too weird to be canceled for y'all? I know that's not what exactly say, but that's what I'm saying. To me, I feel like she got more into on her black side, cause I know she was like mixed. So I got friends that are mixed. When they grow up with their white side, they end up doing certain things because they want to find attention. They don't know how to get more in tune with their black side. So when she got into her black side, I seen her hang out with Ari Lennox and this person, that person, this person, that person, all these people that's cool and black, and got her more in tune with her black woman side of herself. She became cool to me. I like her music. I listen to her. Me and my girlfriend do that little dance they be doing with that one song. I sound old, but get into it. Yeah, then that's it. And the other song, they say dun the sun, and I say thank you very much. That song, y'all know what I'm talking about. That being said, be sure to like and subscribe. My album just dropped. Y'all be sure to listen to that. Blast that, please. Blast that, please. Please blast it. Let's get into the video.
Across the culture. Head over there to check out this video's transcript, along with many more hip-hop articles.
I'm so grateful, and this is the most coherent and serious you're probably ever going to hear me speak. There's no word for me to describe how much I love you guys, and I really do. I'm so sorry if I hurt you guys and disappointed and offended anybody.
In some ways, it's easier than ever to obtain fame. In a world where everyone is consuming content at all times of the day, all it takes is one seemingly inconsequential song, video, or interview clip to spread like wildfire on the internet, and boom, you're a trending topic, a hot button news story, or, when it all meticulously falls into place, #1 on the charts. But while notoriety is easier than ever to come by, that doesn't mean that it's easy to keep a hold of. And when scrutinizing eyes are everywhere, that fame can turn to ash very quickly. Whether it's some inadvisable tweet from the past or an offhand comment from recent times, cancel culture can spell doom for any artist on the rise. And, generally, it seems as though it doesn't discriminate between age, culture, or anything else. Over the past few years, we've seen the careers of both seasoned stars and promising newcomers come to a drastic halt once the public verdict has been returned. But even if you can make it through the initial storm, the damage to your reputation means that, usually, it's hard to progress much further. Unless, of course, your name is Doja Cat. Rather than spelling the end of her spell in the limelight, her success has only increased in the months and years since she's issued one of those famous on-camera apologies. Born Amalaratna Zandili Dlamini, Doja has made a lane for herself as a fascinating outsider in the hip-hop scene. The daughter of a black South African father and a white mother who she's regularly referred to as a hippie, becoming an artist was Doja's only focus from a young age.
My bad if the camera just froze. That was my fault. I think my girlfriend or someone was calling on here, and I had to decline. It was my girlfriend. I texted her, but still, just let y'all know that.
Dropping out of school to pursue her musical dreams.
Honestly, I was supposed to go to school, but then I got high.
Right after high school, I would sit in my room and look for music and look for beats. I found a couple beats, and I remember having GarageBand on my laptop or my desktop computer, and then I put my voice on top and I just kept doing it. And then I was like, let me just stream this. Maybe there's some cool people on the internet who want to see what I'm doing.
Far from an overnight sensation, Doja's career truly began with 2014's Purr EP on Kimosabi Records, and from the first days of her career, she already seemed like a unique artist. From there, Doja would then return to the shadows for much of the next 4 years, and when she did resurface, the fame didn't come from some timeless classic, but from a meme. After her March 2018 debut album, Amala, didn't even chart upon arrival, Doja's fate looked dubious. But then, she gained the recognition that she'd sought through a track that she has famously described as 25% post, 75% music. Featuring a video that was made with a green screen in her room, Moo became a viral sensation, and suddenly, after years of trying to make it through the normal routes, Doja was embraced by a global audience. And at that point, she insisted that she wasn't interested in changing the world, but simply having fun. "I just like to do the fun stuff," she informed Billboard. "If I'm not having fun with it, I'm not gonna do it for the rest of my life. I just want to bring something fun. The current climate is so uptight and serious, and it's just good to have something stupid to laugh at." From this moment on, Doja was picking up momentum, and naturally, both her and the label had dollar signs in their eyes. But just as her career was looking more viable than ever, the world began to take a closer look at her. And soon enough, the strikes began to man up in a way that most people wouldn't have survived. For starters, the news that she was on the payroll at Kimosabi rustled a whole host of feathers in the pop sphere that she'd soon be crossing over to with mega hits such as Say So. As by being a member of that roster, it meant that she was working with the disgraced producer known as Dr. Luke, whom Kesha had accused of and a label which she remains on to this very day. Then, just 2 weeks after Moot, some tweets that she made about Tyler the Creator and Earl Sweatshirt resurfaced and caused a massive online stir. At this stage, Doja, as she often has since, refused to back down. "I called a couple people when I was in high school in 2015. Does this mean I don't deserve support? I said it roughly like 15,000 times in my life. The same mean you hate gay people? I don't think I hate gay people. Gay is okay." Given that she was in high school at the time, most of the world was willing to chalk her words.
I don't like that. I know y'all hear this loud ass shit truck again. Y'all, if y'all watch my videos, y'all go back way back. It's always this shitty truck that's always sits right here out front, like right here. That shit's annoying. I know y'all might not hear it as much, but I hear it and it's annoying and it bugs me. When it comes to that, if a tweet's 5 years old, 4 years old, someone has the right to grow and change as a person. People don't, even if you delete stuff, someone always screenshots something. Trust me, they do. So, if that was the case, people have the right to grow up. People might say stupid stuff when they're kids, even when they're young adults. But they have the right to be forgiven if they change how they are, change their output on life. As a human, I feel like, I know my girlfriend hates when I say this, but as a human, you have the right to change your opinion, change your thought process. And it don't take a day. It might take a month, a week, a year. But if you could change your thought process on things and change how you feel about things, you have the right to live your life. You have the right to have your own opinions. And you have a right to, for people not hold your past against you. It's not like you did some disrespect. Like she said, I don't know. It's just like, when people say that word, right? It's like, before, like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to say that word. Me and my friends used to say it all the time. And we was kids, like 3rd grade, 1st grade. We was just saying it just to mess with each other. We were saying every bad word to mess with each other, honestly. And we wasn't thinking too deep about it. But as the older I got, I started realizing, oh snap, that word's offensive. I got friends in that community. I got this, I got family in that community. I got all types of people I know in that community. Let me be more sensitive towards certain words. And I am. It takes growth. And if she grown from it, hey, that's anyone. Be honest with you.
Up to a simple case of youthful ignorance. But as videos emerged which suggested that she was purposefully entering white or incel chat rooms, the tide began to turn. Having previously mentioned a near religious obsession with a chat room that she still used back in the 2019 interview with Paper, by May of 2020, just 4 months on from Say So becoming a worldwide smash, footage surfaced on Twitter which proclaimed to be Doja on a chat with alt-right white just 6 days ago. At this stage, the hashtag DojaCatIsOver party began to pick up steam on Twitter, compiled alongside a laundry list of other tweets and video clips which users had chalked up to self-hate on Doja's part. These issues were compounded when the world was made aware of her 2014 track Didn't Do Nothing, a term which has its origins in a slur against black people who suffered police brutality. Plucked from the skies after achieving her first #1 single and dropped right down back to earth by everything that came out, Doja made the bold decision to broach it all during a lengthy 30-minute long apology on Instagram Live.
There are people who come in and out of the chat. They're there. They happen and then they're banned. The idea that this chat room is a white chat room is, I don't understand it in any way. The narrative that it's a white chat is completely incorrect. I'm in no way into race play. I am completely not into it. The term that I used in the song is one that I learned that day. So people were calling me it left and right, and I used it in a song. And it was to kind of take back and say F you to those people.
After
my girlfriend girlfriend mom did.
After revealing she'd filmed upwards of 98 apology videos before opting to speak directly, Doja ended things on a defiant note, which suggested that her apology was genuine. She was still a human, and she wasn't going to stop being herself.
My behavior isn't something that always needs to be followed. I'm not perfect. But then at the end of the day, I shouldn't be doing dumb. But also I need to stand up for myself. Instead of making a video about that's diplomatically and politically correct. I just don't want to be somebody who's just gonna sit there and you. And
while some critics remained adamant that she shouldn't be able to carry on as normal, others felt convinced as the hashtag DojaCat isn't over and We're Sorry Doja began to do the rounds online. Still treated with skepticism by some, Doja's would-be cancellation soon went from a death sentence to a punchline, with Nas even proclaiming himself to be unapologetically black, the opposite of Doja Cat, from the Grammy-winning King's Disease's Ultra Black. Even when an OG of the game could have taken a hardline stance, he downplayed his claims in short order.
I just really was saying a rhyme that rhymed with I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. It was just like Michael Black.
Okay, to be honest, I think Nas know what he was saying, but he was just saying it because, like he said, he was just rhyming and it flowed. It flowed. No, it flowed. Oh my God. It flows. Let's say that, not flowed or flow. Flows. Okay. But it does, and he's a legend in the game. He has a right to talk about any rapper in this game. He does. I don't care what no one say. He has the right. He has the right to me. Alright, he has the right to. Because it's like, without people like Nas, you wouldn't have a lot of rappers nowadays. And without a lot of rappers nowadays, you wouldn't have the Doja Cats and this pop star and that pop star, to be honest with you. Like, Doja Cat just needed some counseling. Needed to connect with her black side. Because those videos came out and certain things came out as she was looking for validation from white dudes. And that's not good on her part. That means she haven't been in tune her black self, I feel. I don't know exactly every small reason on why people do certain things, but I know the mixed people I know, when they're around all these white people, when I used to go to Harrison High School, I used to know this one dude try to act white and everything else. You know what happened? He got his black wake-up call. You know what Paul Mooney say? Your nigga wake-up call. When them white folks are looking at you as a nigga. Mm-hmm. That happened to me when I was young. When I used to go to Bright Star Elementary in Douglasville. Shout out to everybody that was around that time with me. I'm just saying, I got my nigga wake-up call. Hey, boy, you black. You ain't white. Chill the fuck out. They don't fuck with you like that. They fuck with you when you doing certain things. When you acting like a stereotype. When yo, and all that extra shit. When you not doing all that, they don't really fucking with you. They don't care about how you feel and stuff. That's understandable. It's understandable. It's okay. It's okay. That's just how life is. And everybody has the right to have their own opinions about shit as well. Let's get back into the video.
Blacks and black. It was bars, just lines, man. We play with words, man.
At this time, timelines of Doja Cat's career were being produced as if her time in the spotlight was officially over, as people believe that this cancellation, like many others, may stick. But as we know now, Doja's cancellation was just a minor hazard for her to skirt around on the way to world domination. Seen as one of the biggest breakout stars of the past couple of years, Doja's eccentric nature, humorous online persona, and infectious songs have proven to be a winning combination. Having once told The Face that you need to be a little bit of a comedian to be a rapper, Doja's days of incorporating memes into her music are a thing of the past, and she is now, for all intents and purposes, a worldwide pop star. And whether this reinvention has played a role in her escaping the perils of cancellation or not, it is clear she's not dwelling on what happened in the past and has drawn a line under it. Speaking in July of 2021, Doja detailed how you should navigate public outrage, suggesting that by simply sticking around and pursuing your own lane, the public's good
Why does she has a
graces can be penetrated once more.
when you get canceled, one, it's the context. What did you do? You know?
Right.
So you take
I get it sometimes, you know, like at times I be having pimples and shit on my face, so it's like when a pimple pop on my face, I listen to Goody Mob. Good stuff. When I have pimples and stuff on my face, I like when I go to work, I put my mask on. I just keep this shit on all day. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care because at my job, you're supposed to wear your mask, but sometimes when no one's around, you take your mask off and chill. But I don't want people seeing, pimples. I let scared, So I get it.
What you did, if it is something that's hurtful towards people, you apologize for it and you grow and you move on.
Right.
But then there is times where people will understand you're apologetic, or they don't have to accept your apology at all. It's how you handle it. If you love someone back who hates you, we all win.
There it is.
Because that person then learns that you are capable of love.
Unburdened by everything that's happened in 2020, Doja hasn't simply survived, but thrived and became a mainstay across hip-hop and the charts. Spotlighted at award ceremonies the world over, Doja's most successful album arose from the aftermath of her supposed cancellation. Unveiled in June 2021, scarcely more than a year after all the controversy emerged, Planet Her outperformed her previous releases in every conceivable way. Prior to its release, it became the most pre-saved album in Apple Music history and went to sell 109,000 units in its first week, and peaked at number 2 on the Billboard charts. Considering that Hot Pink shifted 37,000 in its initial stages, this proves that, if anything, people are more invested in her than they ever were. After setting out to produce a record that she described to MTV as otherworldly, it seems that people are more than happy to take everything that Doja is offering in this current marketplace. In fact, she's even done the impossible and now harbors more monthly listeners on Spotify than Drake. And if you aren't quite understanding the magnitude of this, then it's time to take it to the timeline. Let's not forget that Planet Her came out 2 months prior to Drake's latest album, and yet she's still ranked higher than him in the months after Certified Lover Boy came out, although it's a narrow margin.
But she's more of a pop artist. I want y'all to remember that she's a pop artist, like a pop artist / rapper. Cause she be rapping low key.
Doja scoring 63.69 million monthly listeners to Drake's 63.3 million is a massive endorsement of not just her star power, but the fact that cancellation wasn't ever more than a stumbling block in her road to the top. Where a minority may hold out, Doja's general audience of suburban teens aren't overly concerned about what she did in chat rooms. All that matters to them is that the easily digestible pop songs that can be parlayed into dance challenges keep coming. As for Doja's hardcore fans, any idea of internalized self-hatred or a problematic past is outweighed by the fact that they can see a slightly unorthodox pop star that they can relate to. Whether you love her or hate her, or you're completely indifferent, Doja Cat found a formula for success that keeps paying off. And by staying as visible as possible, she managed to suppress the allegations that surrounded her by replacing them with one radio smash after another. So, as long as she can avoid any new skeletons from spilling out or creating a fresh...
Well, there y'all go. I just want to tell y'all, shout out to Doja Cat. She's paving the way for new, mixed women and black women and all types of women of color. To, make big numbers and keep it going, And shout out Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Well, Cardi B, all of them. But shout out Meg Thee Stallion, I know she won the award the other day. Not gonna lie, we had Donda, Certified Lover, but we had... I'm not gonna say nothing, but the off season, we had a lot of great Baby King. We Melodic Blue. I'm just saying, we had a lot of good albums this year. But that's the album that everybody voted on. That's the album everybody voted on. I can't go against. I just know you shouldn't have an award for the best album. We should like say all these albums are beautiful. Every album has their own thing about it that makes it an art piece. Tyler Creator, that dude, he makes life music. That dude, he literally, his albums, like his past 3 albums, you can listen. It's like those albums will never get old. Those albums will stay around for the next 200 years. Like how Dr. Dre made albums like 201 back in the day. That shit's still relevant. Like, you can still listen to it. I'm just saying, a lot of real artists make music that lasts generations. Be sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned to the next video. Hope everyone stay positive. Whoever dislikes my videos, I know who you are. I don't know who you are. But it's okay. Dislike, bro. Like, dislike, comment out. Just keep supporting the channel. Because all the negativity, so all the hate I get gives me fuel. Peace.
Mario the poet.